What's up, guys? Welcome back to General Chats. And as you can see, I've accidentally created a continuity error, because in the next episode after this, you will see me with my full beard. But as you can see, I have shaved. So that's fun. I also have this new Dragon Ball Super Ultra Instinct t-shirt. So, that's fun. This is episode 22 of General Chats. A momentous milestone, so I didn't really have much of anything special planned for this episode, just kind of business as usual. So, shall we get down to business with our final hashtag DVD of the week for a while in Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. So, this was kind of my first time watching this. I have seen it before. I watched it on Blu-ray. I watched it here new on Blu-ray, but I kind of blacked out halfway through. No, so I only really from that first time, I only really remember the beginning and the end. And I got this chance to watch it. I didn't really enjoy it. It's supposed to be okay, but I didn't enjoy it. It just felt like trying to rip off Deadpool. Yeah, I just felt like it was trying to rip off Deadpool. Because I love the Deadpool films. Although it was fairly competently directed. And the cast has great chemistry with each other, but overall it was just not really a very good film. And the fact, mostly because of the screenplay, and it's not a good sign that the woman who wrote this is also writing the upcoming Flash movie. So that's a bad sign. Also, I've noticed that they're starting to implement new age rating symbols on DVD releases. Not a fan of that. Because, it's got like the same sort of style on my copies of Parasite and Sonic. So, yes, Birds of Prey. Didn't enjoy. Leaving Shazam as the only good DCEU film. Also, Margot, it's fairly obvious Margot Robbie's faking an American accent in that film. Because it just sounds very old-timey. Because it just sounds very old-timey. So, yeah, that's a, I guess, bad part, other than the fact the movie was just bad, although I can't say the directing and the cast chemistry is the only, competent, really thing. Now, if you just hold on one moment. over the last couple of days, NBC and ABC have announced their fall schedules, and it's very much like they're trying to carry on as business as usual. Also, Manifest got renewed for season 3, as you'll probably know here on this channel that we're big fans of Manifest. I think we tried to talk about it in one of the episodes with Brandon. We did talk about that we watch Manifest, so big fans. So basically the whole NBC, ABC, their schedules are basically kind of like CBS. They're contingent on them trying to get back to normal. Which for NBC includes Manifest and Brooklyn Nine-Nine being moved to the fall instead of premiering at mid-season, and also some kind of like and for ABC kind of like for both of them just kind of like their regular fall programming. So yes, that is all I really have to say about that. Now, there's kind of like a really exciting thing I wanted to kind of bring up in the episode. It's like, if you're one of my friends on Facebook or Instagram, you'll know that I've been like trying to catch up on some of my anime, especially on Attack on Titan, and I found this great app, and that it's called My Annie List, and basically it tracks anime. Basically, like basically for the whole of this week, I've just been binging Attack on Titan, and I've completed it. I'm all caught up. And I still have 34 anime things left to watch, because on this app, by tracking them, it breaks them up into seasons, and if there are like cours in the different cours in the season, they kind of like break them up into cours as well. Yesterday I just learned what anime cours were. It's kind of like basically breaking something up into 2 different seasons, which is kind of what they did for Attack on Titan season 3. So anyway, let's get to discussing some anime. I will want to do hopefully a bigger anime episode at some point. I think we may have talked about anime in the episode with Brandon. I don't know. So kind of all started off at the beginning of this week, where I finally caught up on My Hero Academia. I watched the final 2 episodes I needed to catch up on, 424 and 425. So now I'm all ready for season 5. I have not watched the latest movie yet, although I do know what happens. But what kind of disappoints me is I hear it's the final My Hero Academia movie, which is kind of disappointing, but I am hyped for My Hero Academia Season 5, which, as far as I know, despite current world events, is still going on as planned. yeah, basically those final 2 episodes, I wasn't. Don't get me wrong. As a whole, I love My Hero Academia. It's a great show. But those final 2 episodes kind of like a bit disappointing. As like, I know, like at the beginning of the show, you start out with like a select group of main characters, and then that main cast starts to expand and draw in more recurring character, and so they become like characters you grow to care about. But the final 2 episodes of season 4 just choose to focus on Endeavour and Hawks, and well, they were just introducing Hawks in those final 2 episodes. Well, Endeavour's been a recurring character throughout the show, but you never really felt any. But it's kind of like sporadic appearances. You never really feel like any kind of sympathy for it. Whatever, you don't empathize with him. And really, so it's just kind of like, and they kind of like reduced like you main core cast of characters to kind of like series of cameo appearances in those episodes, and that did disappoint a little bit. But there was a post-credit scene at the end of season 4, so that did excite me, because that teases some great stuff for season 5. It's kind of a bit annoying that anime is using post-credits scenes like One Punch Man. I don't know if you know this, but I'm a big fan of One Punch Man. And nearly every episode has a post-credit scene. I only watched one of the post-credit scenes in season 1. I didn't watch all of them when I binged season 2. But it's just kind of like, most people tend to turn off anime, go on to the next episode, like when the episode reaches the credits, and you don't really stick around for post-credit scenes unless you know, kind of, if there is a post-credit scene, which for Attack on Titan, there were a couple of post-credit scenes throughout seasons 2 and 3, and I knew of them and I did my research. I knew of them in advance, so I stuck through to the end of the credits, and so I could watch them. Sorry, I don't know why I yawn a lot when I do these episodes. But I guess you just have to bear with me. Yawning, I guess, becoming the new thing. So, basically, in the last, like, three days, yesterday I fully caught up on Attack on Titan. I watched all of season 3 part 2 in just one afternoon. But yeah, across like the last 3 days, I have been straight up binging Attack on Titan, because I'd already seen season 1 like prior to lockdown, and I'm kind of now using the opportunity to catch up on anime like Attack on Titan, because there were kind of like 3 mainstay anime that I watched: One Punch Man, My Hero Academia, Attack on Titan. I'd already caught up on One Punch Man like way prior to lockdown. Like, I was already caught up on that, like going into like New Year's Day this year. My Hero Academia, I think I started watching that after One Punch Man, and I kind of watched it in like sporadic binging bursts. So I only like recently, across the lockdown, like did all of season 4, but that was again in sporadic binging bursts. Also, prior to the lockdown, I watched all of season 1 of Attack on Titan. I loved it. Great show. Gave it 5 stars on rating on the My Annie list. So I've just spent like the last week binging Attack on Titan. A little bit of a dip in quality from season 1, both of them, but overall, really amazing. Because I did kind of like season 2 and season 3. They're kind of like making efforts to branch out and include more like recurring characters that you come to care about. Like Captain Levi and Hanjay. And they like include those characters more, and then there's like some great twists and turns throughout the show as a whole, and that even if like you do kind of like pre-research and accidentally spoil it for yourself, but then you accidentally then you forget like the twist that's coming, and you just end up being completely surprised by it. One of my I'd have to say my only complaint, which kind of caused the dip in quality over seasons 2 and 3, was that they were kind of messing around with the time frame a bit. So like saying they spend, so it's like they start doing an episode in the present, then they like flash back like an hour earlier, spend like the rest of that episode like an hour earlier, okay, something like that. Like last 3 episodes of season 3, they take place like 20 years prior to the series, to the start of the series. Like the last 3 episodes, they just mostly focus on flashbacks like 20 years prior. And that was just kind of, and then just kind of like the last few episodes of season 3, I was just kind of like, this show's still really good. It's just these last few episodes are just like a bit like, for the purposes of world building, it's kind of like hitting a bit of a rocky tread. Because like the very final episode of the season, I think it was just like 5 minutes in. It's either like 5 minutes in or halfway through the episode, they time jump a year into the future. We're like, oh yeah, they're all starting to look a little different. Like with Eren, he's getting longer hair. And it's just kind of like, okay. Okay, so they're obviously like messing with time a bit, setting up for stuff, because season 4 of Attack on Titan will be the final season. But I don't know how they're gonna cover like, because from as far as I know, the final arc in the manga has been going on for about a year and a half, 2 years. So how are they gonna condense like a year and a half, 2 years of manga into like a 25, 26 episode season of like 20 minutes each? So that's going to be interesting to see, or unless they do it Sword Art Online style and do like a 50 episode season to like break it up into a bunch of different cours. But I did also watch the trailer for season 4 of Attack on Titan. My first impression was, oh yeah, we're moving to a completely different story. We're not really spending any time with the characters we've come to care about over the last 3 seasons. I'd say 3 years, but like there was a 4-year gap between season 1 and season 2. I don't know why. There was like a 4-year gap between One Punch Man season 1 and season 2. Who knows? 2023 One Punch Man season 3. I hope not, but you know. Because that's kind of like one of the things I guess turns people off Westworld. There's like 2 years in between seasons. And I get the need, like, to like do it right. Like, they don't want to rush it. But like, if you wait too long, there's like no hype build up. So My Hero Academia season 4 looks like it does from the looks of the trailer. They've changed animation studios. I think that's been confirmed, but it's just so that will result in a little bit of like a different look for the show. It's not really that noticeable, but if you like train your eye a bit, it does really look different. And even though like half the trailer had like our main characters, our heroes, isn't it just kind of like it does really look like they're entering a final battle kind of arc. And as we know from previous seasons of Attack on Titan, they really do know how to do battle arcs, because they are really amazing. Okay, so I will of course be watching. Those are like kind of like now I'm all caught up on manga, not manga, anime I had previously started. And are now kind of like I'm all caught up on them now. So now I'm going to be getting into some new anime. So I'll also talk about them on the channel. Got Sword Art Online. It's like organized. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 5 organized into like 5 different seasons, a spin-off, and the movie. There's also Tokyo Ghoul. I'll be watching that. High School DxD. Blue Exorcist. Actually, Blue Exorcist season 1 is actually Blue Exorcist is what I'm going to be watching next, but I'm not going to be binging all of it. I'm going to save season 2 and maybe for a little bit down the line. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? There's obviously Dragon Ball, because I've been really wanting to watch that. I'm wearing a Dragon Ball Super t-shirt. And Food Wars. I've heard about that. I heard it's pretty good. And I may give a shot at RE0. So, yeah, I'm not gonna be like, unlike with Attack on Titan and My Hero Academia, I'm not gonna be like focusing on one anime. I'm kind of gonna be like, kind of difficult to explain. Just kind of like I'll start with like season 1 of Blue Exorcist, and then like after I finish that, I'll go into, I think it's season 1 of High School DxD. So it's gonna kind of be like I'm kind of got all these anime, and I'm going by, I've ordered like my watching list by like release date. So meaning that I'll have quite a few things in between Blue Exorcist the movie and Blue Exorcist Kyoto Saga. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This has been a pretty anime heavy episode, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode, where I will still have a beard. It's kind of weird though. Oh, you'll be seeing me in the past. I'm just kidding. Well, no, technically you will be seeing the past me, not like a present version of me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Oh, hold on. I'm just going to let it run straight to 25 minutes exactly.